So kama uko kwa salary, unakumbuka that before upate job ulikuwa unasema that salary ndio solution to all your money problems. Now you have a job and you are getting salary. But why is it that sahi ndio kwanza unakaa uko na shida mob hata kushinda before? And you know it is very easy to blame the economy. Yes, the economy is bad, but we always forget to look inward. Because the truth is, our own habits have massively contributed to us being broke. And if you have a salary or working at a job right now, in this video I'm going to share with you 5 habits that are keeping you broke so that you can be aware of them. The first habit yenye uliadopt wakati ulianza kupata salary is you started treating convenience as a basic need. Kitambo ulikuwa unapata time ya kujipikia, but siku hizi simply because uko na pesa, wewe una feel kupika ni kazi mingi and you started ordering food online. Some of you pia mkaanza kwenda hoteli frequently. And we all know very well that kukula kwa hoteli ama kuorder chakula online, it is more expensive than kujipikia. Zile distance zenye ulikuwa unatembeanga tu mdogo mdogo mpaka ufike, siku hizi unaorder motorbike, siku hizi unapanda gari, simply because you have that 20 bob, 30 bob, 50 bob. But if you do it every day for a full year, that is 7,300. And if you don't look at it that way, you will find yourself that at the end of the year, you've been working for matatu drivers and matatu owners instead of saving that money and acquiring something that can be of useful to your life. That is how treating convenience as a basic need can be costly to your life. So you have to slow down. And that brings me to point number 2. Ulibelieve ile notion ya kuambia mwili pole. So watu walikuambia that ukiwork hard sana alafu upate pesa, unafaa kuambia mwili pole. Like weekend hazifai kuwa zinakupata ndani ya nyumba. Unafaa like unapiga sherehe. Unafaa like unajispoil na manyama. Unafaa like unaspend, unaenda vacations, unafanya anything for the sake of doing it and spending money. But let's look at it vizuri. Kuambia mwili pole, it doesn't do anything useful to your body apart from snatching away your hard-earned money. And so you can become an enemy to your own finances simply because you believe easy notions za kuambia mwili pole. And don't get me wrong, it is always good to have a rest. It is always good to go for vacations and see what other people on the other side are doing. It is always good to at least go in a fancy place and enjoy yourself. But if you frequently do it, if you let it become a culture, it is going to cost you a lot of money. Because once you spend money, even though you have spent 1,000,000 shillings or even 1,000,000,000 shillings, the money is no longer yours. The money has now shifted ownership and it now belongs to the person who sold you what you bought. So, your goal is to save a lot of money. Kila mtu kunje anataka pesa yako. Mse wa butchery anataka pesa yako. Mse wa duka anataka pesa yako. Mse wa samosa anataka pesa yako. Na wewe usipo control your own desires na uende tu uko nje like kuambie mwili pole, remember that umepeana pesa yako. So, you have to control yourself. Which of course takes me to my third point. Ulihamia kwa nyumba yenye iko more expensive than your current house na ukakama up na all reasons za kujustify your choice. Maybe your nyumba ilikuwa karibu na job, maybe your nyumba sijui inakaa aje, maybe your previous house ilikuwa mbaya. You will just come up with all sort of reasons so that you can defend the choice you have made, even though the choice is bad. Maybe ulianza kuona that hiyo nyumba yenye ulikuwa before ni ndogo, watu wakikutembelea hawatoshei, and now you need a bigger house and you see this is something that is costing you. Sai maisha ni ngumu sana and your goal is to try as much as possible to save the little money you are going to have. Because one thing unafaa ukumbuke ni kwamba salary huwa haiongezeki. Like it takes a lot of time before salary iongezeke. Sai ukianza kulipwa kitu kama 20k ama 30k ama 40k, it can even take 7 years before salary iongezeke. And within those 7 years kuna inflation, kuna hizo habits kama vile unahamia nyumba yenye kwa little bit expensive and you are not here to work for your landlord. You are not here to work for other companies. You are here to work for yourself. You are here to save your money. Now that takes me to my fourth point, which is you associated your life with a certain celebrity on social media. This is something that has really caused so many people, especially the young millennials and Gen Z. Unapatanga that simply because msee ana connect na a certain msanii online, akinunua luku fulani akae design fulani, na wewe unatend kumcopy. Unaenda una do the same, even though hizo nguo zao zinaweza kuwa expensive. Na probably yako biashara, ako ku advertise hiyo kampuni ndi at least kampuni make do, lakini wewe ulibuy into that idea ukamcopy ndio at least ukae kaa yeye. A lot of Gen Zs wana spend a lot of money ku look good outwards simply because they copied someone on social media. So you have to be aware of that habit. And that brings me to my final point, which is you started adding some unnecessary things to your diet simply because uliona that uko na pesa kuzinunua. Sana sana madem, like unapatanga before ukuwe na salary ulikuwa like unakula tu a very simple but a well balanced diet. Now siku hizi unaambiwa an apple a day keeps the doctor away, ukasema that kila siku utakuna nunua apple, ukajiwekea vitu mingi ati sijui meal haifai kukosa, sijui drink haifai kukosa, sijui nini, mavitu tu mingi watu ujiongezea kwa chakula for the sake of kujustify mambo ya afya. Let me tell you the truth, people don't buy apple because it keeps the doctor away. People buy apple because it is sweet and they love sweet things. And the whole notion of an apple a day keeps the doctor away, that was marketing. Many years ago, there was a farmer who had a lot of apples and he was looking for a way of selling them. So, alifanya aje? Alikame up na hiyo slogan na ikastick sana mpaka madaktari siku hizi wanaambiananga hivyo. But the truth is, many people die of diseases even though they've been eating an apple every day. And also don't get me wrong, sijasema ati watu wasikule apple, but I'm pointing out the habit. Watu who make decisions alafu wanakuja wanajustify na vitu mingi. Umeongezea unnecessary things kwa chakula yako alafu unakuja unajustify vile itanisaidia kwa afya. Remember that nowadays marketing is very strong and kila mtu ako hii dunia for their own selfish interest. Hata huyo daktari. So as long as inampatia pesa, ata make sure amekurecommend hiyo kitu simply because they will make money from it. Just eating a very simple balanced diet like you did before, it is something good. So it's important kila mtu aelewe that pesa huwa haitoshi, and until you conquer your own desires, life will never make sense.